Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It is KillerDrone coming at you with yet again another video to my channel, and today we will be going over PAX South. So if you didn't know, I actually went to PAX South this year in San Antonio, Texas, and I got to play through a lot of beta games and a lot of games that are about to be coming out, and I just want to go ahead and go over a couple of them with you in a short series on my channel, just covering some of the games. So the first game that you can now see on screen is When Shadows Fall, and it's actually by an indie developer, and the guy seemed very nice and was very willing to let us play his game. Now, When Shadows Fall is a type of a horror scary game that will be coming out, and basically what happens is you're a 12-year-old girl and you have a pet, an adorable pet that you love, and your pet wanders off into this cave, and you, being a brave 12-year-old girl, of course, go after the pet into the dark, scary cave. So as you go into this cave, the cave seems to change around you. Like, as you go in direction A toward an objective, and you turn around going back the way that you think is going to be out of the cave, the entire cave is morphed around you, and you're basically getting a new cave system no matter where you turn. The entire cave is very dynamic. It moves around you. And whenever I asked the developer, you know, how long do you have to play before you find your pet? He said, "Who says you ever find your pet?" So really, you don't even know if you're going to find your pet. You don't even know if like what's going to happen throughout this game, which I found a very interesting kind of concept. The entire time you have monsters that are going to be growling at you and chasing you and things, and it's very much a very good horror game coming from this indie developer. And I really kind of want to play it. As you can tell, Flared was playing it in this video, and I actually cut out the audio that was from this original footage because there was a ton of background noise and so on and so forth. But yeah, it looks like a very great game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our next game. Alright guys, so our next game is actually going to be Faded, and as I start up the game here, this is Faded. It's a platformer that actually has a very interesting dynamic. As you can tell, everything is in black and white, and the reason for this is you're actually going to be unlocking the colors as you go along throughout the game. So basically, you start off with just regular skills such as attacking with your sword, and eventually you're going to find some orbs throughout the level, and whenever you find these orbs, you get power-ups, such as if I found the red orb, which I'm about to find right up here, you get fire powers, and I should be using those here in just a minute. And yes, there you go, you can see that. And as you progress through the game, you're going to be able to get these said orbs, and it's going to add the color to the game as you play and unlock new power-ups. And depending on what power-ups you get, depends on how your enemies react to you, how the overall game changes with you. And it's actually a very interesting concept. I've never seen this in a platformer before, which is very interesting. I want to say that this was probably my favorite game there. As you can see, it is an alpha. Like you saw a little bit of a glitch up there, but it's probably my favorite game that I actually seen there. The developers were really cool. I actually interviewed them before I actually played the game, and they said what sets them apart from other platformers is their ability to, you know, kind of customize their character here. And you can basically get your character however you want your character. And I just found it a very interesting concept that I've never seen in platformers before, to where you can literally build your character depending on what powers you want. And the entire game and the game's enemies really mold around you and the decisions that you make throughout the game. So this was probably the most well-presented game at PAX that I found. As far as the developers explaining the game and really, you know, connecting with the people that that came to their booth, which I was very impressed at. I'm not going to lie, I was very impressed, and I told the developer that they were actually one of my favorites to talk to, and they really appreciated it, and they let me shoot some footage and whatnot of their game. So anyway, very good platformer game. I think it's going to be very interesting whenever it comes out. I do believe there's a Kickstarter going on for the game now, because all of the devs are actually college students. And as you can see there, now I have the lightning ability, or the blue, and it added a blue background along with the red that we already previously had. But all of the devs for this game are actually college students, and they would like to, get enough funding to where they no longer have to do college and do the game. Also, I'm going to mention this as the footage cuts off. The soundtrack for the game was actually very, very good. Really set that scene that you needed and was great. Really brought you into the game like you wanted to be brought into it. So, without further ado, let's go on with our next piece of footage.
That's a big sign. Hello.
Hello. Let's go check out this Logitech booth.
Yeah, let's go.
So I decided to throw in that last piece of footage, not for any type of reason or anything. I just wanted you guys to get a feel of how crazy PAX is. Now, I'm not showing any footage right now because I just wanted that last piece of footage for you to hear the background noise and how loud PAX can get. People are constantly cheering, having a good time, and it's really fun. If you can go to a PAX soon, I do encourage you to because it was a lot of fun, and it was my first PAX, and I really enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and get on with some more footage.
Alright guys, what's going on? Killer Drone here, and me and old Flared Apollo here are leaving PAX. I say we're leaving PAX. We're going out to eat lunch because everything inside of PAX is expensive.
$10 for a drink.
$10 for a drink? No, not really, but
oh god.
Goodness gracious, that wind.
I have tears in my eyes now.
Alright, let's step over here, bro. Anyway, what are your overall impressions of PAX so far, bro?
Dude, I think it's gonna be nice. I think it was awesome. Very, very well.
There's a lot of games,
yes.
a lot of indie games that we got to try out. I actually have the highest score for a game right now. What was it called? Pixel, something like that.
Yeah, it was Pixel something. It was a puzzle game.
It was a puzzle strategy game where you moved this little block through a certain puzzle. It was really cool. Very interesting game, and I ended up with a high score, and they're giving away some Corsair products for if you have the highest score at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think Gigantica will be a nice game, I think, too.
Gigantic?
Yeah, or Gigantic, however you say it.
We actually signed up for the alpha for that game, but we never got into it, did we? We haven't played it yet.
Yeah, not played it yet, but I think it's gonna be nice.
We haven't played it yet, but we've seen people play it and stuff like that. We just haven't waited in line for it yet.
That little turn-based star game, I don't know. There's some ship with there's so many galactic games.
Yeah, there was a lot of space games this.
Maybe everybody's going to the future. I
don't know, man.
There's a lot of games like that.
But right now we're going to go eat, and after we eat, we're going to go back into PAX and see what else we got. And it's freezing out here, so I'm going to see you guys in just a minute whenever we're back inside of PAX.
Yeah. Bye.
Alrighty guys, we have another game here, and this game is actually T is for Guilty, and I was actually very impressed with this game. It's very cute, very colorful, and a very good three-dimensional platformer, which I've never really seen integrated this well, at least by an indie creator for that matter. And it's very beautiful. It's a very nice game. I quite enjoy it, and we actually got to play the game. We were the first people to actually play this game at PAX South. Just a fun fact. What happened was we played a little bitty part of the game the first day, and they ended up not having the correct demo on file, and it was the actual broken demo. So nobody got to play it the first day, and people just got to kind of see it a little bit from pictures and stuff. But the next day we went back, and we were the first guys in line to see T is for Guilty, and it was a great game. Also great devs. As usual, we had a great time. It was a very good game. And that's all the footage I actually have of it. But it was fun, very good, and I can't wait to see what's happening with it. I do believe they are also having a Kickstarter if you'd like to look into that. Again, the name of the game is T, like the letter T, is for Guilty. So, very good. I do encourage you to check them out. Alright, and for our last game for this video, we are actually going to be looking at Retro Blazer. And Retro Blazer is actually a first-person shooter arcadey type game. It's actually very good, and I got to speak with the dev quite a lot for quite an extended period of time, And what the dev decided to do was he had a limited number of copies of the demo for this game, but he decided that, you know what, the Killer Drone Army deserves one. So I actually have a copy of the demo for this game, and later on my channel I'm actually going to be bringing you a little bit of that, as well as on Flared Apollo's channel. Whenever I'm done with the CD, I'm just going to give it to him, and we're both going to have some pretty exclusive content of this game, and it was a lot of fun. It's very, very quick. As I said, it is like an original FPS arcade game, except it's sped up a lot. Like, you're constantly running, moving, dodging bullets, and the entire time that you're doing all of this, you're in this really crazy maze that is just, it's fun. It's really action-packed. I think I could sit down and play this game for hours. It was just a lot of fun. There isn't a lot of mechanics to the game that I've seen anyway. There may be a ton, but it's just a run and gun shoot 'em game, and I really like that. I don't think that's in the industry as much anymore as it should be, but it's definitely something that I am looking forward to playing to, and actually has a very good development team behind the game. It was very good people to talk to, and I cannot wait to actually show the actual gameplay footage to you guys. So I'm actually going to cut this here, and I'm going to go ahead, wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. I have one more PAX video coming up. It's going to be where we cover all of the games, me and Flared, in our hotel room. So it's going to be a little bit quiet, but we're going to cover all of the games in our hotel room, and we're going to give you our opinions of them, as well as we will have another video after that playing some Retro Blazers. So again, stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about it and hit that subscribe button. Also, likes on these videos would always be very much appreciated, and sharing them around with your friends, because this is pretty exclusive content that I'm bringing to you guys. Well, without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys!